Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Welcome to the Winning the Week live stream and podcast, where we are promoting optimism and reframing our troubles into wins. Let's find hope, healing, and mental well-being in this adventure called life. You are always welcome here at the Cool Kids Table. And feel free to mention the Cool Kids Table in your own videos, your own live streams, your presentations, your podcasts, and your social media posts. Let everybody know that you are part of the Cool Kids Table and that your friends are welcome at the Cool Kids Table. That is not just something that only happens on my channel, it is a movement. So let's spread the movement. Don't forget, I saved you a seat over here at the Cool Kids Table, and if you forgot your lunch money, I will share my French fries with you. So tonight we did have a cool little pre-show, wasn't very long, maybe 4 minutes, something like that. And tonight we've got the commenter and encourager of the week as usual, and I want to talk about getting out of peace, as you guys saw in my most recent video. And we will have our producer shout outs like always. So why don't we go ahead and have the simultaneous sip in memory of the great Scott Adams. We always do this. All you need is a cup or a mug or a glass, a tankard, chalice or stein, a canteen, jug or flask, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. I like Publix Diet Brewed Sweet Tea. And join me now for the unparalleled pleasure, the dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better. It's called the simultaneous sip, and it starts now. Go. Ah, that is the good stuff. I love it. Don't forget, we are having a great time in Discord. It's free. It's basically just a glorified chat room. All my friends are in my computer. I love my computer because all my friends live there. So it's just a big glorified chat room, and there is a link in the video description, in the live stream description, if you'd like to join. Tonight, Daniel from Outdoor Daniel Boy joined, and Nana of 5 joined. That's Yvonne. So she joined today, which was great. Good to see both of them hop in there. And somebody else joined, I forget what it was, yesterday or something. It's very easy. If you click that link in the description of my video, it'll take you to Discord. And you can just type in what you want your display name to be. What do you want us to call you, right? And you have to tell it how old you are to make sure you're old enough to be playing on the internet. Hit create account, and it'll put you into the Winning the Week Discord. And then I just have to turn on some permissions for you. As soon as I get notified that you've showed up, I will turn that on. You'll see a welcome screen, but then once I turn on your permissions, you'll be able to hop in there and have all the fun. So be sure you go check that out if you're not in there already. We are having a great time. And look who is here. It is Imperfect on Purpose. Hello there. Now, I have a question for you, Imperfect, because I was enjoying your live stream, the Crow Bro channel. So Imperfect, I sent you some stickers and some magnets in the mail, which means I got your address and I know your name, but I don't know if your name is public on your channel. I never want to assume that people say what their name is on their channel. So why don't you tell us in the chat here, Imperfect on Purpose, what you would like us to call you in the live stream and what you would like everybody to call you here. So I see right after Granny showed up, Warren jumped in, and I'm very glad to see my man Warren here, checking in from Hawaii, where it is probably only, 4 o'clock, buddy? 4 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that, I'm guessing? Ben says, we're talking about the idea, the real ID. He says, yes, we needed the other way to verify my wife's address, as they wouldn't accept medical bills we brought. You probably have to bring like a utility bill or something, I bet you. They probably want to see like an electric bill, right? Jen, why are you sorry? You don't have to be sorry for being late. The cool thing about live streams is you can just drop in and drop out anytime you want, you know? You can just pop in anytime you feel like it. So if Mike is doing an impromptu live, good for him. It doesn't hurt my feelings. In fact, I'll go back and watch his video on replay anyway, so. And you're still doing your swim, so you're listening only for a while. Cool. Okay, that's totally fine. And let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Hi to each other. Ben says, what if I just use my hands to scoop some water out of the faucet? Right. Yeah. We all know Miss M's been struggling with her health there, so I'm glad you're encouraging her, Renee. And I see your message down here. Yes, your name is Renee, so we know we can call you Renee now. So that's very good. Awesome. I just didn't want to assume that because some people don't really say their name on their channel, which is totally fine if people don't want to. Well, hello, Geraldine. How are you doing, my dear? Peace to you as well. We're going to be talking about getting out of peace tonight for sure. That is a topic that's near and dear to my heart because I kind of got out of peace a little bit in my little video that came out on Monday, didn't I? And the video that I'm making this week, which you guys will see next week's video, kind of continues in that vein and sort of continues to talk about it. So we'll talk about that a little bit tonight, and I'll share with you what I've been up to. Everybody's saying hi to each other, which is very nice. Oh, it's 2 p.m. I said 4. It's earlier than I thought. So actually, it's easy to remember. You're just straight across the clock from me. So if I just look at the hour hand sitting there on 8, and I go straight across the clock, it's at 2. So that's where you are. You're 6 hours behind me, and it's funny because I was just watching somebody who was in Slovakia, and they were 6 hours ahead of me. So it's easy to remember that way. And look, Jay is here. Hello, Jay. Reverend Revsecution. Man, you have such a hard to say channel. You should just change your channel name to Moby Dick, the name of your camper that you're working on. If your YouTube channel was Moby Dick, it would be so much easier, but that's okay. You can be the resident Revsecutioner, a.k.a. Jay. Mike, I heard you were doing a fishing. It says, okay, you can start now that I'm here. I heard you were having an impromptu fishing live stream, buddy. Did you catch anything? Tell us what you caught and how your fishing was. And yes, I have put the cat on a pedestal, a literal pedestal. This is like a little end table pedestal type decoration thing that I usually keep down next to my little chair here. And sometimes I use it for a little footrest, prop my feet up on. Sometimes I use it to hold books. And yes, I did pick it up and put it on my desk. She likes her little perch. In the daytime, she likes to be sitting up there looking out the window. And let's see if she lives with it or if she climbs down. Because she wants to be in my lap. But the problem is, you know, I kind of scrooch up against the desk here, and there's not that much room on the lap between me and the desk, to be honest with you. I wish there was more room. I'm working on it. I'm trying to eat less carbs and make more room in the lap. Of course, now that I said that, here she comes. Yes, right to the lap. All right, I'll try to make room for you. Just a little bit. Don't bite me. Silly. Yeah, of course, now that Geraldine says it was the perfect spot for you. And then here, do you want to say hi to everybody? Jump up here and say hi to everybody. Show them your pretty face. Show everybody who you are. Not Pam. Pam thinks cats are disgusting. But that's okay. Everybody else knows you're a sweetie pie. Who put that cat up on a pedestal? Exactly. Suzuki is relaxed. She was being a cool cat until she decided she needed to come down here with me. Yeah, you did if you made it easy, people wouldn't recognize. Exactly. You made it easy to not recognize you as what you did. Kitty cat on a pedestal. Yep. So Mike, you're signed into your other account now. No fishing. The title was, Should Guys Talk About Their Feelings? I'll leave it at that. If you're curious, you can go back. I will definitely be going back and watching the rewatch. But why are you signed in on your other account, Mike Adventure, N1U, blah, blah, blah? That's fine. You can be if you want to. Well, hello, Debbie Sue. I'm so glad you jumped in here. How are you doing, my dear? I enjoyed your mail call there where you got that really cool steel drum birthday present. That was so pretty, and I enjoyed listening to you play it a little bit. Ulf, watch the tail. Here, put your butt back down so your tail doesn't end up in my mouth. That would be gross. Yeah, that was a really cool drum. Did I understand that was a gift from Lori? If so, I'm not shocked at all because she is so generous. Very cool. Well, let's see. What can we talk about? Don't forget that I want you to tell me how you I bet my audio just got worse because with the cat on my lap, I'm pushed further away from the microphone. I want you to tell me how you're winning the week. Take out your phone, turn on the camera app, put it on video, point it at your pretty face, and just send me a short video and tell me what you're doing to win your week. I would like to continue to feature these clips in future videos. There's an email address in the channel description, or you can jump into our Discord server and send it to me over there. But we can all encourage each other with our testimonies of how we're winning. But so far, Pearlman, which is Glenn, and Allie, and Peter all sent me videos, and those all have appeared in the past videos. So I'd love to see you folks add your videos to the collection. It'd be pretty cool to have that in there. Right? All right, let's see. Amy says it's a cool name for a cat. You know why I named her Suzuki is when I got this kitty cat, I was wanting to get my first motorcycle, and I had my mind made up that I wanted to get a Suzuki. And so I named her after the motorcycle I wanted to get, kind of wishful thinking. And I did end up getting a Suzuki motorcycle too. But I don't have the Suzuki motorcycle anymore, but I still do have Suzuki the kitty cat. And that was 11 years ago when I got my first bike. And I'm actually going to be selling my bike now. I've got, my current motorcycle is a Triumph Tiger 800. It's about 10 years old, and it's only got 30,000 miles or something like that on it, 30,000 miles on it. Really, really nice, perfect condition, mint condition. And really, really smooth, nice, very comfortable riding. Good bike for trips. It's great for taking trips across the state. Used to ride it up and down Florida all the time, but I'm just not riding it anymore. So I'm thinking about letting that go. So I'll probably ask $5,000 for that bike, and special price for all my friends. I'd probably take $4,000. If any of you guys know anybody who wants a bike, you can tell them whatever price you want, and anything over $4,000, you can keep it. You guys help me sell my motorcycle. I should get a picture and put it on here, so I'll have to do that. So let's see what else has happened. I guess I should look and see what you guys are saying in the chat, because I don't want it to run away from me. I don't get really far behind. Everybody's saying hi to you, Suzuki. She's just sitting on my lap, purring away, purring away. And so Ben is going to check out Mike's video for sure. And yes, guys should talk about their feelings. I will tell you my feelings about talking about my feelings. I don't feel it. I'm not feeling it. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to make a joke. Hey everyone, smash the like button for Scott on this feed. No, you have to click the thumbs down button, Amy. Everybody click thumbs down and click dislike for Scott on this feed. Let's get a bunch of dislikes and downvotes on this. I don't know if you ever saw that, Amy, but I had done an experiment once to see if YouTube cares if you get thumbs ups or thumbs downs. And I got something like 40 thumbs downs on a YouTube live stream, and it got more views. It got more views than any other live stream I ever did. You know, like afterward views that come up later. You want to jump to the blue chair? No? Bye. YouTube doesn't care if you get thumbs ups or thumbs downs. It's just that it cares that you get something. It cares about engagement. As far as YouTube's concerned, a thumbs up and a thumbs down is the same. So I jokingly say, just give me a bunch of thumbs downs. Let's see how many thumbs ups and thumbs downs we can get. Does it say on this thing here what? I bet I can't see on this page how many thumbs ups and thumbs downs. No, I can't really see it on my screen. That would be cool if I could, though. I see I've got 8 thumbs ups, but I want it to show me that number going down. I want it to decrease and give me a bunch of thumbs down. Let's get it down to 0 and then get it into the negative numbers. Let's see. Mike says, I'm living out of my camper, so I'm filming for my next video. I'm cooking dinner right now. I need my phone to record. Oh, cool. So for your video that you're filming yourself watching the live stream. That's awesome. That's cool. Hello, everybody in Mike's video as he's watching our live stream. We're saying hi to future people. We're talking to people in the future. So Debbie Sue says, yes, Lori gifted that drum to me. She's such a wonderful person. 100%. She is awesome. She's encouraging, and she's generous. And I often think that, you know, especially when she was more active on YouTube, she was kind of the glue that held the community together. And I regret the fact that she's taking a break, but I understand why she is, and I support her and encourage her in taking a break over the summer. But we certainly miss seeing her pretty face all the darn time. So I'll be happy when she comes back. So Warren says, interesting you mentioned that, Scott. 2 friends on here are now featured in a vid I have scheduled. Teaser. Oh, that is awesome. Very cool. You got some guests coming up. Well, hello, Glenn and Dana, my favorite couple. My favorite couple in the Western, my 2 favorite westernmost couple in Pittsburgh. Is that right? And Sally and Daryl are my 2 favorite easternmost couple in Pittsburgh. I don't really know how to say that. I don't know exactly how to spread that out so that I'm not dissing anybody. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I love both of you. Everybody's saying hi to Dana and saying hi to Glenn. So the Rev says, I'll make a short clip for you, Scott, but the way I'm winning the week by Sunday was my birthday, and as a gift for myself, I took the Harley Riding Academy course. I saw your pictures of that. You dropped some pictures in Discord, Jay, and that is an awesome birthday gift. The Riding Academy course is a ton of fun. It's a great time to get out there and just spend some time. I know you know how to ride a bike, but it's nice to get a refresher on the street laws and the street rules. It's good to get a refresher on the safety topics. They remind you of some of the things like watching out for left turners and intersections and stuff like that. So I think it's good for somebody who's been riding for a long time to take a refresher, you know. But I would love to see a clip for you, buddy, from you, and drop it in Discord or something. And there's a section in Discord for you to do that. Amy says, cool story. I named my dog after my favorite character from a fantasy I wrote. Awesome. But what's the doggy's name? You got to tell us the doggy's name. And Renee says, I tell Tracy from Cobalt Cattails all the time, cats make everything better. Tracy's amazing. We all love Tracy here. She's her buddy. I didn't know you knew her. That's awesome. It makes sense you would. 2 peas in a pod. 2 sweeties. Ben says it's because negative and hate honestly sells. Yeah, that's true. It does. You're talking about the thumbs down, I assume. CL, my buddy, my Western Panhandle friend and my fellow enthusiast for the Republic of West Florida, says, comments are more important than the thumbs. It was a fun experiment. We spammed the chat that night. That's true. And I agree. It cares. They definitely care more about, they care about the comments. We just hit 100 comments overall, you guys. Think we can hit 200 by the end of the night? I think so. We're only 20 minutes in and we got 100. I bet we hit 300 comments tonight. Let's try to get 300 comments tonight. That would be pretty cool. So you thought thumbs downs were bad? Nah, it doesn't hurt the channel. It doesn't hurt it's just engagement. You know, YouTube just wants engagement. So let's smash something. Either one. I don't think it tells thumbs down. It doesn't. You can't actually see the numbers of thumbs down. It's hidden from you guys. I guess they're trying to hide that. It's funny you say that you did a thumbs down, and it's crazy. There's if you guys know Pam's Stories for Human, she felt so bad hitting the thumbs down. She thought she was going to get struck down by God for doing a thumbs down. That was a funny night. Yes, thank you, M. Change your thumbs up to a thumbs down. Thank you. And we're down to 6 now. Come on, guys. We need to get that down. Everybody hit the thumbs down icon and let's get it lowered. Jay did it. Thank you very much, sir. And Ben says, I don't understand the chat points or ranking. It just keeps track of who's made the most comments. And so the number 1 person has made the most comments, and the number 2 person has made the second most comments. Unless if somebody does super chats or buys memberships or does stickers, and that bumps you up in the rankings. It's just, it's just YouTube trying to gamify things. They just try to gamify everything and make it so that, they're just trying to get people to interact. As always, that's all they care about, interaction. It's bragging rights only, Ben. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, who's number 1 right now? It looks like M is number 1 right now. Bragging rights for her. Ben says, I can't give you a thumbs down. It would make me too sad. Come on, Betty. Mr. Ben, be brave. Reach over and click that thumbs down right now. Turn that thumbs frown upside down. You guys remember that when the coach of the Miami Dolphins drafted somebody that the public hated, and he went into the press conference and people were booing him and doing all this, and the Coach Cameron goes, hey, let's turn that frown upside down. It was so cringy. That coach only lasted 1 year. It was horrible memories from when I actually cared about football. And Amy says, Call more from PA. I'm up on the PA New York border on the PA side. What do you mean call more? Is that a typo or did you mean cold? Are you cold more from PA? I don't know what that means. And I know I'm getting behind on the chat, so by the time you tell me what it is, I won't even know what you're talking about. Paisley, that's the puppy's name? That's a cool name from your fantasy stuff that you wrote. Very cool. It's a black lab mix named Paisley. I used to have a pink Paisley guitar, just like the one that James Burton used to play in Elvis Presley's band. Ben, I really liked your video about doing improv. Totally want to try it. That would be awesome. Wow, that would be cool. Very good video, too. I agree. And M says she has a black lab named Tebow that you named after Tim Tebow. That's funny. That's great. Milky Way says hi. Suzuki, where'd you go? I think she went in the other room. I guess she got tired of me talking. I don't think she's underfoot. Well, next time she gets back in here, we'll tell her that Milky Way said hi. Spam the comments? Okay, you asked for it. What I'm about to type will make no sense, but here goes. All right, Jay, hit me with it. And Ben says, I'm glad you liked the improv video. It was a ton of fun. I might take the actual real classes soon. That would be cool. And then Rev starts typing in incomprehensible. She right now, Hawk asked good morning. And then Connecticut and hi, G-Saw and then VR, virtual reality and hi, Aham. What in the world? I don't know what you're typing, but you're spamming. You're doing spamming done good. And it looks like, who said done hit it down? Okay, very good. Renee done hit the down button. And Jen gave me the thumbs down. We're down to 3. We've only got 3. So 3 people need to hit the down just to get us 0. Just to get us to 0. And then we can start getting into the negatives. I'll tell you guys how far down it gets. We need 3 more people. And, Pound Cake is sleeping. Milky Way says hi, but Pound Cake is sleeping. I'm not going to be reading all these messages, Rev. I don't know what you're typing. Jen says we can get to 500. Well, we're at 171 right now because Jay's on a tear. He's about to get auto banned from YouTube or something. I don't know what he's doing. And Jen says keep us on track. I'm trying, babe. I'm trying. Pound Cake is one of the kitties. Fizzigig stole the chair at my painting desk. Oh no! Oh no! Do you ever watch live streams in the background and paint? I know you often are cooking with live streams in the background or working with it in the background. And Jen, by the way, I called you out in my video this week it'll come out on Monday. I called you out calling me out, saying that how's he working from home if he's always doing stuff. Almost every single one of those trips I'm taking going to the videos is either my morning breakfast, going to see my buddies before work starts, or lunch break, lunch hour. I get a lunch hour and I go get almost all of those errands done lunchtime. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be in great shape tomorrow because last night I went to pick up somebody from the airport and I filmed this. This is part of my weekly take you along on my week. I filmed this for the video coming out next Monday. I went to go pick up somebody from the airport in Fort Lauderdale and their flight was like 11 o'clock. And so it was really late by the time they got their baggage and then picked them up and then drove them back to their house and then got to my house. So I can usually handle one late night, but, if I'm live streaming past 9 o'clock tonight, I'll be shocked because I don't think I can handle 2 late nights in a row. I just can't do 2 in a row anymore like I used to. Geraldine has reached her destination. She had a fast taxi tonight, and she says, keep having fun, which we will. How do you guys like my Tractor Supply Company 1938 style old-fashioned hat? I really like this. This is my favorite hat right now. I've been wearing it a lot lately. And Renee says, don't, Ben, you got this stretch yourself. And Ben says, fine, I did the thumbs down. I feel terrible. Yeah, you and Pam. That's so funny. And Rev is still on his tear, typing some crazy text. And he's got us up to 205 comments. We want comments we can read, Rev. You got to stop it, man. We gotta have comments we can actually read so we can gauge that there's actually some useful conversation going in here. Jen says we all need a crown. And M says, I'll let someone have my number one crown. Sharing is caring. That's funny. Okay, so Jen says, is a U.S. thumbs down an Australian thumbs up? That's true. If Graciela comes in and puts a thumbs down, maybe that's actually a thumbs up. That's a good point. I don't know. And speaking of U.S., happy Canada Day, Jen. Happy Canada. I hope you had a good Canadian Independence Day. July 1st. What was it? 1867 or something like that? I think you guys are like 100 and... How old are you guys now? I forget, like 159 years or something. I forget. I don't remember. Anyway, happy Canada Day, happy Canadian Independence Day. And we got our big 250th anniversary coming up. You see, I got my American flag hanging up back here just for our Independence Day week coming up. And I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. Oh, okay, so COL meant cool. So if I go back and read your comment, maybe now I'll understand what you were trying to say. You said, cool, more from PA. I'm up on the, okay, gotcha. Where, as far as where you are and everything. Cool, more from PA. I'm up on the PA New York border on the PA side. Now it all makes a lot more sense now that I know what you were trying to say. Thank you for explaining. I appreciate that. Everybody put your... Aw, Pound Cake fell asleep. I don't know about 500 comments. That would be good. So M is willing to give up her number one comment crown, and it looks like it has gone to Jay because of all of his crazy comments. He's definitely jumped to the lead there. And I don't know if anyone's going to be taking that crown back from him because he's been typing crazy, and it's like versus so F so ask I da XR7 right now Oz saw ask I by Oz a go is a box so I, which is just utter nonsense, but it's definitely got him the number one crown, so enjoy. Let's see, where are we? Dragons rule. I love that fairy dragon picture that you had drawn in high school, CL. That was so cool. It's funny because, you know, me being a Tolkien nerd and buff, as you can see, this entire bookcase back here, it's all J.R.R. Tolkien stuff. And in Tolkien's world, the fairies are the elves. And he doesn't see them as, you know, little pixie sprites, you know, like, what was the name of the little fairy in... Oh, Tinkerbell, right? In Peter Pan. He doesn't see the elves as these little Tinkerbell elves. They were like tall warriors with shining swords and bright eyes and ready to, you know, smite evil. Those were the fairies. So although he did write some stories in which they were, you know, the fa la 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 type elves sitting in a circle playing with butterflies. But for the most part, his elves were tall with white hair and shining swords and bright eyes. Let's see, what are we doing in the chat here? You guys are having a great time without me. I heard you say a few folks were from PA. That's right. That's why, okay, yeah, that's why you said that in context. Yes, Glenn and Dana are in Pittsburgh. So that's why you said, cool. No, I'm on the other side of PA up by NY. Right. You know, it's funny, my mom lives on the NY side, just across the border from Bradford, PA. Bradford, I know because it's the home of Zippo lighters and case knives. Bradford, PA. I used to collect Zippo lighters, and I have quite a few case knives. I like case knives quite a lot. But my mom lives just across the border in a little town called... I always say Olean, but maybe she says it as Olean? No, she says Olean. I used to say Olean, but it's Olean, New York. Tiny little town just across the border. So I don't know how far east or west you are, but maybe you know where Olean, New York is. I'm sure you know where Bradford is. Everybody knows Bradford. And then Jen says, no, M, chat more. We need 500 comments on this live. We'll probably get there. I bet you we will. And with people like Mike's Adventure Sparks coming in saying happy poop in his normal Mike poop way, absolutely. And CL says, Ben, Thundercats. She does love her 80s cartoons. like you do, like everyone. Why don't we go ahead and do the encourager and commenter of the week? That would be pretty cool. Who is it gonna be? Who will it be? I wonder. And I will get caught back up on the chat in a little bit. I'm sure you guys will be talking. I'm sure you'll be talking endlessly. I see Deb and Mike dropped in and said Happy Canada Day as well. But why don't we just go ahead and talk about our encourager and the commenter of the week? Even though I don't see her in the chat and I don't think she's here, but that's okay. This week, the commenter of the week is This Is Pam. Now, you may remember that This Is Pam was a comment of the week last week, so she got 2 in a row. That's pretty darn awesome if you think about it. But this was the funniest comment I have read in so long. My thumbnail was me walking out of Publix supermarket, which admittedly features heavily in my channel. I realize that Publix seems to turn up 4 or 5 times in every video, and I happen to be drinking Publix Diet Brewed Sweet Tea at every moment. Let's have a simultaneous sip. And I enjoy Publix. I remember last week we were talking about ketchup. I did go and get some Publix ketchup to try that out. It's delicious. But she said, I like the thumbnail of you walking out of church. Very cool. And that was so deadpan funny to me. Pam would say, walking out of Publix is my church. I mean, she got me right in the heart, you know. But it's definitely earned herself the comment of the week. I like the thumbnail of you walking out of church. When I'm walking out of Publix, and she knows darn well, she knows what she's doing. So I had to give her commenter of the week. It's kudos to her. Hey, Pops, glad to see you're in here, buddy. But you're at a 4th of July event, and the music is so loud you can't hear. But that's okay. That's all right. I wish there was closed caption on live streams, but there isn't. But that would be cool. And the encourager of the week is also This Is Pam. Oh, my goodness, you guys. So that's 3 in a row. She got last week, and she got the encourager and the commenter. So that's a hat trick. So congrats to This Is Pam with the hat trick. But this was an extremely encouraging comment on my video about getting out of peace and losing my peace. She said, hey, I listened all the way through. Most of the time I was mowing the lawn, but I could hear you just fine. And if you don't mind me being real honest, I hear the frustration in your voice. I hear a bit of melancholy, some disappointment, and even restlessness and boredom. I might be hearing wrong. You'll let me know. But if not, then yeah, you need to rethink it because you're not enjoying how it's going right now. Why do you want to be on YouTube? If you really want to build a business and a brand on YouTube for a fairly large audience to be successful in that way, then you can keep experimenting and developing and building, and growth will happen. Can you deal with slow growth, or is it not worth the wait? Where's the line? How long is too long? I understand a little bit. Life is short. We want to spend it making a real difference, a real impact. Some creators are content to make videos for 50 people just because they like making them. Others are more ambitious, and it's good and right to be transparent about the ambition. There's nothing wrong with desiring a large audience and financial success. Maybe it's time to go back to the basics. What makes your heart sing? What are you doing when you lose track of time? Is there something in life right now that is infringing on your YouTube dreams, or is there another dream entirely that's calling you? Hope you don't mind my frankness. It comes from a place of really caring. Well, that was just a super encouraging comment to me, and I will tell you guys, I've had quite a plenty of time to think about it and talk it over and think about how I feel about losing my peace. You know, I'll tell you what happened last week. I was helping someone evaluate a tool for YouTube, and it gave me some insights into my channel that I wasn't particularly aware of. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing because it highlights some stuff that you're not aware of on your own channel. And I'm not going to say I totally crashed out over it, but it did give me a wake-up call as to maybe realizing a couple of things about my channel. But I'll tell you what I've really grown from. And this week's video that I'm making this week, which will come out next Monday, I talk about being patient. And I think that that's something that it's very easy for me to fail at, being patient. And I think that I need to work on being patient I think I need to work on being patient, especially when it comes to the YouTube thing. It's easy to think, oh, I want this video that I make to do well and reach a lot of people and help a lot of people, but YouTube growth is not, it's not instant. And my entire week here is one experience after another about trying to be more patient and try to think of ways to teach myself to be more patient. Every time I come across a situation that forces me to wait, even if it's just like I missed a light, now I'm stuck at a red light or something, I am saying out loud, this is an opportunity for me to learn to be more patient. So that was a good experience to go through last week, and I know it kind of seemed like I was kind of crashing out at the end, but I definitely bounced back. The other thing that I want to say that I take away from last week is that, and I talk about this quite a lot this week, I spend quite a lot of time talking about it, it's very easy to get the wrong impression from my videos and think that I think everything is rainbows and unicorns all the time. And it's not. And it would be very easy to, to watch my videos where I'm trying to be optimistic and I'm trying to be uplifting and encouraging and build people up. It'd be very easy to get the incorrect impression that I think it's easy to be optimistic and it's easy to be encouraging and you should never be down in the dumps. And that's not true. And that's not the way that I feel. I absolutely go through periods of, a wilderness, a down in the dumps, just kind of having the blues. And eventually you get through it and you pull yourself through it. And maybe that's what I was up against last Thursday, Friday, as I was winding up the video for the week, just so it seemed I was finishing up the video on a sour note or at least on a disappointed note. But you do bounce back from those periods. But I think it's important, and this is something I'm working really hard on this week's video that I'm doing this week that you'll see next Monday, is I'm trying to be more transparent and honest and real about the bad times as well as the good times. I want everybody to know that I believe they have permission to feel what they're feeling. You guys have, you don't need my permission, but I want you to know that you have everyone's permission to feel what you're feeling and to feel what you really feel and what you're really going through. So I think that it's important for me to be honest and open about the things that I'm not great at, like patience. I can be impatient. And I don't want to just make a video saying, hey, here's 5 ways to be more patient, and I've got it all figured out, and I'm perfect at it, which is not true. So that's my big takeaways, is I want to be more open, honest, and transparent with you guys in the videos about struggles. And, I'm learning this stuff as I'm teaching it. One of the best ways to learn a subject is to teach it. And I'm learning this stuff as we go. So, I don't know. You get out of peace, and sometimes it's because you're impatient, and I need to be patient. So that's what that's all about. So this week's video that came out on Monday was about peace, and it's so easy to get out of peace about things when it feels like nothing you do is going any good. So I hope you got a chance to watch that video that came out this past Monday. If you haven't got a chance to go watch it, maybe put it on in the background. You don't have to see it. You can just listen to it. But there's definitely a period in that video where you can see when I got out of peace and when I got to the point where I was kind of like struggling, going through it as it was, right? So, hey, real quick, I just want to say, oh my goodness, look what happened. Dana has given away memberships, and we had some people, while I was chatting away in there, we had some people get some free memberships. Let's see, I want to see if I can find where that comment was that Dana gave away 5. That was so sweet of you to buy 5 memberships for you. I'm gonna get so far behind on the chat. All right, I'll find that in a little while. Let's go back to what I was talking about in a minute here. Interesting thing about this video, I said something during the video there that I said this video where I'm talking about crashing out about YouTube is probably going to end up doing better. It's going to be a breakout video, and wouldn't you know it, it actually did very well. The video is, I think, in the 70 view point right now, which is well over where normally a video would be on a Wednesday. It's got 10.9% click-through rate, where I normally see 4.5 to 5.5% click-through rate. And the average view duration, people are sticking around for an average of 8.5 minutes on that video, where typically my average is 2 minutes to 5 minutes. So that video is absolutely doing better than average. And as I say here on this slide, comments that you guys left highlighting that I was modeling honesty shows me that that's what people are connecting with, and I'm just trying to process it, trying to process that as we go through it. So I'm hoping to find a resolution on the issue with peace, and I think a big key on that is to learn to be more patient, to learn to get through that. All right, I know I'm way behind on the comments. We have 369 comments so far, you guys. That's crazy. So let's jump in here and see. Let's just jump and see what I'm missing. Did you guys all hit thumbs down? I've got 3 thumbs up still. We need everybody to hit thumbs down. CL says, I don't stay up late anymore. That's smart. Yeah, it's tough. I can do one night if I have to, like getting somebody from the airport or something, but not multiple in a row. Glenn says, hey, Mike, I tried to listen to your live, but I was driving and my reception was crap. Isn't that the way it always goes, man? You don't wear hats. I guess you meant hats, not hates. Was it talking when I was talking about my red hat here? Maybe you're saying you don't wear hates. You don't wear hates, CL, because you're not a hater. And Jen says, in my job, we're lucky to get a bathroom break. When I go back in fall, things are going to change. That's funny. Yeah, we get I take work from home, but I give myself a good hour lunch break. And there's some days when I have to do my lunch break at 11, and there's some days when I have to do my lunch break at 1. We had meetings. I was in meetings from 9 o'clock today until 2 o'clock. And what I ended up doing for lunch today was I just called the local pizza place here in town, because Wednesdays the large cheese pizza is $5 off. It's not $5, it's $5 off, but it is the best pizza in Coral Springs. So that's a heck of a deal there. Let's get up on chat here. I know I'm running behind it. Okay, let's see. Debbie Sue's encouraging Miss M. Rev is still on a tear doing crazy words. Mike likes the hat. Thank you very much. And then I can see how far behind I am, because this is where I'm finally getting caught up to Jay saying, I'll stop the spamming, LOL. But I probably told him that like 15 minutes ago, right? That's funny. Webb do the carb chop. And Mike used the Rob the Maritimer blue hat icon, right? Friendship is magic. That's a good point, CL. And like I said, I noticed that Deb and Mike came in and said, Happy Canada Day. And Jen says, just spam real words, Jay. That's funny. CL says, Happy Canada Day to our Canadian friends. I think we only got one Canadian in here right now. Isn't that true? It's just Jen. We have some Canadian friends, but I think that's the only one that's in here right now. M says, I'm going to the emergency room. Well, good. Let's get that thing checked out. Get over there. Stop dragging your heels and get in there. But if the pain's hurting and you're not doing good, get over there. Get off the live stream and go take care of it, and we'll be praying for you. Let's see. So when Jen told Jay to spam real words, Ben started typing real words, because he's a smart aleck. Oh my goodness, you guys are so funny. So right now, Jay is still the number one. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to take it back from him now that he stopped it. Whew. And Jen says, that's perfect, Ben. Of course I would expect nothing less from you. That's funny. And then Jay says, typing real words in spam doesn't work. And Amy loves dragons as much as I do, she says. Glenn says, thumbs go up, thumbs go down, thumbs go up, thumbs go down. Why do I feel like Homer Simpson doing this? That's funny. We are now at 2 thumbs up, so come on, let's get a couple more downs. Jen wants a second simultaneous sip at the top of the hour. No, let's do one now. This will actually be the third one. We had one already, so this will be the third. Let's take a simultaneous sip. The unparalleled pleasure, the Dopamine hit of the day is the simultaneous sip, and I need one right now. Go. Honestly, I said this last week. It's more like a simultaneous gulp, a simultaneous chug. You know, I like these Yeti glasses because they've got this chug. I think they literally call it the chug opening. It's very chuggable. It's like 36 ounces of coldness or hotness, whatever you like. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Jen says, I didn't want to drink the pool water, so you couldn't do the simultaneous sip when you were in the pool. So he wants to know how many comments. We are currently at 399. Okay, let's watch the comment. I'm going to watch the number here. It's about to pop open. Somebody's going to type a comment, and it's going to say 400 any second here. And then now Mike is taking over the crown. Jay is at number 2 now. That's funny. There we go. 400 comments. Good work. The 400th comment was Miss M saying, Jen, eyeballs. We'll get to that one. But I'm behind on the chat, so I got to get caught up. And M says, I'm from Indiana. CL says, there were several times when I thought about throwing away my high school art. Now I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't too. Very glad. I know I'm super far behind. And Amy says, I'm in Bradford County. It's across the state from your mom. I am 3 hours from New York City. Yeah, my mom is, so you're probably across the state line from my mom, right? You're 3 hours from, yeah, my mom's all the way on the other side of the state. Be cool if I could get my mom to drop into the chat one day in our live stream. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, interesting. Glenn got his tattoos from the underground in Olean. That's neat. I'll have to tell my mom that. That's really neat. Not that my mom would ever go get a tattoo. Wouldn't that be something? Look who decided to grace us with her presence. Welcome to the Cool Kids table, Allie. I'm glad you made it, although I'm sure you probably made it like a half hour ago. I'm so far behind on the chat. Okay, Math Nerd here. There's 17 people chatting. Well, we all need to do 29 comments. Okay, well, that'll get it. We're at 409 right now. Everybody's saying hi to Allie, and everybody's saying hello to how's everybody doing. And Allie is saying Pam, because Pam got the Encourager of the Week, Commenter of the Week hat trick. And let's see here. I just got caught up in the chat to where Pops showed up. So everybody's saying hello to Pops, and everybody's saying hi, Pops, except for Mike's Adventure Sparks, who says happy poop. Because, Mike, you have a fixation on poop. I don't know what is up with that. And checking in from Melbourne down under is Graciela Gracie G. She says, I'm catching up. Slept over 11 hours. Was watching Mike's live, saved for later. Here I am. Got color in my hair finally. Awesome. TLC Thursday. Love to all, as always, from Melbourne, Australia. So glad you're here, Gracie. Very good to see you. And Granny's checking in to everybody, saying hi to Debbie Sue. And Ben says, I wonder if Peter's watching the USA in the World Cup right now. Good question. I don't know. I talk about soccer a little bit in this week's video, but really what I talk about is the fact that I know almost nothing about soccer. The number of things I could tell you that I know about soccer is, I could count it on 2 fingers. Oh, you wish your town was having something? You guys aren't doing anything? My town's going to have a big old gigantic fair, and there's going to be a Bon Jovi tribute band playing, and then there's going to be fireworks and all that. So that's kind of cool. So I might swing over there and record a little bit on Saturday. Maybe I'll go check out the Bon Jovi tribute band. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, hopefully Peter's asleep. It's probably 2 in the morning over there. And everybody's saying hi to each other. I'm just going to scroll past everybody saying hi. Hey, Gracie, don't forget we're doing thumbs down. 100% correct. We're not doing thumbs up. We're doing thumbs down. I'd appreciate if everybody would give me a thumbs down tonight. As painful as it might feel, we would like thumbs down tonight. Thank you very much. We are down to only 2 thumbs up, and if we can get 3 more people to do a thumbs down, that'll put us into the negatives when we'll have accomplished our goal. And we got 432 comments. We are going to make it to 500, you guys. Wow. CL says, I need to bake a cake later this month. What's everyone's favorite cake? I will say my favorite cake is chocolate cake with chocolate icing. I know, real boring. And Mike says he likes carrot cake. And Granny says chocolate with chocolate frosting, which is what I just said. So it looks like me and Granny can share a cake. Then that's good. Dana says, great. I just got caught up to where Dana made those 5 winning the week memberships. Thank you so much for doing that, Dana. Let's see. Now it should be telling me who got free membership. So, look at that. Rev, you got a free membership. That's awesome, buddy. There are some members-only videos and some members-only posts. So if you get a chance, go to the channel sometime and look at the members-only tab, the membership tab, and you'll see a bunch of members-only videos and members-only posts. You can go back and watch those from the past. They're pretty funny. I just make little videos to check in with people. M says her favorite is chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting. Oh, that's cool. Santi Garcia OK got one of the free memberships. Finding Joy on This Journey got a free membership. Outstanding. Cats for Nelson got a free membership. And Spiral Gamer got a free membership. Thank you, Dana, for handing those out to people. That is super sweet of you. We really appreciate it. And I see that Mr. Rev hit us with all the free membership emojis. So now that you're a member, you can use the members-only emojis like the Guinness glass and the stickers. And I need to make some more with some of the new stickers and the new logos. I'll make some more. Maybe I'll make some new emojis tomorrow so we can do that. Yeah, CL, I have to agree with you. I've never even heard of peanut butter frosting, but it does sound good. A chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting sounds like one gigantic Reese's peanut butter cup. Oh, come on, Gracie. You got to do the thumbs down. Listen to the crow girl. Listen to my crow bro. She knows what's up. Click on the thumbs down. We still are showing 2 thumbs ups and 446 comments. And we need to get that 2 down to a 0 and into the negative numbers, guys. Come on. We can all do it. Pop says, hey, Deb and Rev and Debbie Sue and Mike and Venture and CL and Gracie and Granny and Miss M and everyone else I missed. That's funny. Pops is walking around at a 4th of July parade / festival. So there's the music's too loud. He can't hear us, but he's hanging out with us, and that's awesome. And everybody's saying hi to him, hi to him, hi to him. And CL says, hey, Pops, we're trying to get the live to 500 comments, and we are at 450, folks. 50 more to go. And now Dana says, now I want to make a carrot cake cookies. Wow, that would be awesome. Make carrot cake cookies. That would be very cool. Ben says, hey, when I tell my wife patience is a virtue, she always tells me that is one virtue she doesn't have. That's funny. I'm working on it, Ben. Tell your wife, tell Mrs. Ben in real life that I'm working on it. Your buddy Scott is working on it. And Debbie So says, I love chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting. You gave me an idea to make this weekend. I've never heard of that. Very cool. And Renee says, I have 0 patience with myself, plenty of patience with others. Well, I guess it's good to be patient with other people. Let's work on being patient with ourselves too. That's a good point. Maybe I should talk about that for in a little bit, maybe tomorrow in my video tomorrow. For this week, I got to remind people, let's be patient with ourselves too. Yeah, I agree. Your husband has no patience, Granny? That's funny. Need to be more patient because of all the waiting around due to my current situation, and it's really stressful. I understand, M. I know. Jay tries to be patient, but it's so hard. It really is, man. It really is. It's very difficult. Yep. Granny thinks she's, in general, a pretty patient person, and Renee says the lack of patience stresses her out. Yeah, I get it. So Pop says, this is at a fireworks display that one of our clients put on for the whole town here. It's better than most city shows, and the music is loud. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. And, well, I'm glad you have patience as a teacher. I'm sure those kids need you to show them patience. You say it's one of your superpowers. And the count right now is 458 comments. Miss M, my Bella, I know you can. Very good. Thank you, Gracie. And Dana says, I use all my patience on my job and my child and my puppy. I have none left for stupid. Hey, don't call Glenn that. Don't call Glenn stupid. That's not I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Glenn. CL agrees that talking about feelings is good, and Gracie says, I gotta rinse the hair soon or it'll all fall out. Yeah, don't forget to go do that. Glenn says, babe, you forgot husband. No, she said husband. She said stupid. I'm just kidding, Glenn. Pop says, 500 comments. Wow, that's cool. I'll try to do my part. We're doing good. 466. M says, I'm too scared. Not going to ask my mom to take the emergency room. I'll be... No, M, go. Go tell your mom to take you to the emergency room. Go. You know, it's better to catch that stuff early instead of letting it get worse. Okay. Granny, Glenn wants to know if radar is okay. Whew, excuse me. I'm sorry I'm yawning, but that's because I was out at the airport till midnight last night. Wasn't his surgery today, he says. Cool. Let's see. Call Dana and Glenn. Let's see. I don't know about that, Mike. You guys are cracking me up. The cup holders in my car are useless. They barely hold a 20-ounce soda bottle. Yeah, that's the only problem, CL, with these big old drinks is there's no cup holder in the world that can hold this monster. I like it because it's got this lid. If I could show you, if I could see where I put it. Oh, it's right here. So it's got one of these screw-on lids, and when you screw it on, there's a pretty decent handle with a big old gigantic loop. I have these on my Amazon store. If you guys want them, I do like them. They're pretty expensive. They're like $30 or something, but they're super durable. The Yeti 36-ounce, I think it's a Big Chug Rambler or something like that. Glenn, thank you for the time check. He wrote that at 8:49 and it's 8:57, so I'm nearly 10 minutes behind. She's real fine, my 409. Thank you, CL. That'll be stuck in my head. Everybody's saying hi to each other, hi to each other. Amy says, just trying to keep up with the chat. It works much better with glasses. Yeah, I couldn't do this without glasses. It's the first time in a decade that Jay's not working a fireworks tent. That's really cool. Well, hey, Pam, I'm glad to see you made it. I know you've probably been here 10 minutes already, and you say you forgot it was Wednesday. That happens, you know. Congratulations, by the way, Pam. You were commenter of the week again, and you were encourager of the week. And if you count that with your commenter of the week last week, I think you were, that's 3 in a row. So that's a hat trick. So congrats, Pam. You'll have to watch the replay and see what I said. You knew you were going to be commenter of the week because when you say nice to have a thumbnail of you leaving church and the pictures of me walking out of Publix, you know that's going to be comment of the week. There's no doubt about it. Ben says, I wonder if there'll be more people at your fair than the Great American Fair. Mike says, Pam, Scott's doing his thumbs down again. Good luck. Oh, that's right. We need you to hit thumbs down, Pam, if you don't mind. Would you go in there, please? And by the way, Pam, I said Happy Canada Day. At the time, it was just Jen. But now, you and Dylan, I wish you both a Happy Canada Day. I'm super happy for Canadian Independence Day. We got ours coming up pretty soon, so I got my Americano flag hanging back here in celebration of it. I don't have a Canadian flag or I'd be flying it for you guys today. Congratulations on your independence. I know I'm not going to fireworks. I might cook out, but it'll be a low-key event for us, says Granny. And then Mikey says, Scott, make sure you hide Suzuki. Pam is in the house. Yeah, exactly. You know, she's going to be really upset when the fireworks start in 4 days or so, because everybody does the fireworks a little early. But you're incredibly late. That's okay. We just made you commenter and encourager of the week. No big deal. Chocolate with peanut butter icing is your favorite, says Amy. Interesting. I've never had it. In fact, I never even heard of peanut butter icing before. Jen says her favorite is cheesecake. And then Pop's talking to Amy saying... Oh, she's saying good evening to everybody. Great. And Pam says she needs a personal assistant. That's funny. I've never made a cheesecake either, CL, but I bet you it's not that difficult. I bet it's not that hard. You don't have to bake anything. You just mix it up, throw it in a pan, and put it in the fridge. How hard can it be? Got some Wilton cake pans. That'd be a good idea. Jen says, hey, Pops, glad you're ending a wonderful day in style. We're walking with you. And Pam says, that's right, Mike, I'm endangered. A cat's not really, but if it wasn't for me, the cat would be hungry. That's funny. Cats for Nelson has the funniest cats. Her tabby is named Beans. Cool, CL. That's one of the people who got a free membership tonight, courtesy of Dana. So hopefully you should go check out some of the members-only videos. That would be good. We are at 500. Woo! We did it. 502. Thank you for the countdown, Ben. I see that you were doing the countdown there like 10 minutes ago. So 504 comments. Wow, we did it, you guys. Awesome. Pops wants to know, do I know the song Beer from My Horses with Toby Keith, featuring Willie Nelson? Bet you know that one, you're an old musician. Sounds good out here. Or how about Bad Moon Risin' by CCR? I definitely know Bad Moon Risin', but I do not know Beer from My Horses. I don't really know a lot of modern country. I don't know if that's an older song or a new one or something, but most of the country music that I would be familiar with probably came out prior to 1990. So what can I say? And I know I'm far behind. You guys are doing the count up to 500, and I see we're up at 470 in the comments here. So CL says, Ben, which My Little Pony is on your bookcase? And then, oh, Pam, come on, you can't give me a thumbs up. You got to give me a thumbs down. We're at 2 thumbs ups right now, and I know there's about 20 people that did thumbs up and then thumbs back down. So come on, let's get the thumbs downs, please. We are at 513 comments. You guys think we can do 600? It's 9 o'clock already. Wow, time has flown by. And I was out late at the airport, as you will see in next week's video. Congrats, Ben. Ben got the #1 crown, or a crown anyway. #1 is currently... Who's #1? Oh, I don't know. Probably somebody who left. Probably Jay. I don't know. Whiskey for the Men, Beer from My Horses. No, I don't know that one, buddy. Nope. Your cup holders are right in front of the stick shift. Oh, I hate that. And you try to shift forward and it hits the cup. Yeah. You bang into it on first and third gear. Nope. No bueno. Ben, don't let the power go to your head. Be in the crown, bud. Nope. I need another simultaneous sip. Let's go for it. Before it gets too late, I want to show you guys something. Maybe you saw this already. Rob the Maritimer is doing a challenge. I know a lot of you guys have YouTube channels. And this is a pretty cool challenge. It's very easy. It's free. It's called the Put Yourself Out There Challenge, and Rob is hosting it. It runs for 30 days and is encouraging people. Basically, there's going to be a period of making 3 videos. And this is very good for people who have not put themselves on camera yet. Starts on July 7th. There's a QR code and there's a link, and I put a link in the description of the video. It takes you to his own chat room, which is called Creators Cove, where it explains everything, and the chat room in there is full of everybody encouraging each other and talking about it. So it kicks off on July 7th. If you would like to learn more about it, Rob is making a video that'll explain it all, and that should be out. Maybe it's out already. I didn't see it yet. I don't think so, but there'll be a video that fully explains it. But I'm going to participate in it, and because I'm already making videos once a week, I decided to stretch myself for the challenge, and I'm going to make videos in a very, very public place, which I don't like to do. Normally, if I'm filming and people are coming towards me, I stop talking, and I just say hi to them, and I get real quiet when nobody's around. So I'm going to force myself to like go to the mall or a crowded beach or someplace where there's lots of people, and I'll do 3 videos for my challenge, but not everybody else has to do that. But I just want to encourage everybody, go look for Rob's challenge. It's the Put Yourself Out There challenge. It's on his channel, Rob the Maritimer, and I'm sure he's going to have a video that explains it all very soon. Also, a special reminder, I did send out some stickers this week. Renee is the one who filled out my form, so if you guys would like some free stickers and magnets, there is a form in the description of the video. All you got to do is fill it out and tell me where to send them, and I would love to send those headed your way. Don't forget, as I always say, this live stream / podcast is value for value. And I don't really take ads for sponsors. I turned another 2 ads away this week. I got email offers to do advertisements. Some of these people want to advertise the strangest stuff on my channel. I don't know why they think they would reach an audience of people, the stuff they want to put on, but I don't do it because I don't want to meet with advertisers. I don't want to show them my view count, and I don't want to have them telling me what I can and cannot say. So instead, I'm just depending on value for value, which is time, talent, and treasure. If you guys think you get any content or any value at all out of my channel, then you are free to go to tipjar.winningtheweek.org, and you can give $1. You can donate a $5 if you want to buy me a coffee. Tipjar.winningtheweek just takes you to the Buy Me a Coffee website where you can decide how much money, if any, you want to throw me 50 cents, whatever you want to do. It's better than me accepting advertising and running ads on my channel and then having to put up with advertisers wanting to know how many views their stupid ad got and stuff like that. Time, talent, and treasure. If you guys want to do artwork, if you want to make comments, your participation in the live stream is excellent return on value. Some of you guys have boots on the ground expertise. For example, we were talking about Bradford, and it turns out that Amy there is in Bradford County. That's boots on the ground feedback. So there are YouTube memberships that you can sign up for if you like, or you can just click one of my affiliates. Go click my Amazon affiliate link next time you're going to buy toilet paper. Before you go to Amazon and go buy toilet paper, go to my channel, click on my Amazon affiliate link. It takes you to Amazon. Then go search for whatever you were going to buy yourself. Toilet paper, whatever, wet wipes, whatever you buy, cat food. I don't know what you get from Amazon. But once you click my link, everything you buy will give me like a small, 3% commission or something, and it doesn't change the price for you. The price does not go up for you. The seller gives me a little bit of a credit. So that's a nice value for value you can do, that kind of return for me. And I would appreciate any of that stuff that you guys are interested in doing. So we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to get caught up on chat, and then we're going to do our producer shout-outs. Pam says, thanks for the encourager and commenter of the week. Be sure to watch the replay on that. And Ben wants to make sure it's okay to call him Mikey. We will all call him Mikey. We will call him Mikey Man, and we will call him Poop Mike if he keeps talking about poop all the time. We are currently up on 547 comments. I bet we are going to get 600 by the time I'm done with the shout-outs, right? But everybody's in here still chatting, which is outstanding. Mike wants to know, how do I not know Beer from My Horses? Great song. Well, I don't listen to the radio, for one thing. And if it doesn't come across my algorithm, I'm not going to find it, So I don't actually have a radio. The antenna on my car broke when I tried to bring a couch home. And I tried putting it on the roof of the car, and it knocked the antenna off. So I just plugged that up with silicone so it wouldn't leak, and I don't have a radio because I don't have an antenna, and I never fixed it because the radio's full of commercials. They should be value for value on the radio. If they would do value for value, I'd listen more. No, I listen to podcasts, and I listen to live streams. That's what I do. And Ben says, we did it, guys. Yes, you did. That is a lot of comments. I would think about at least 10% of those was Jay spamming the chat for a little while. You missed that fun. CL says, I'm terrible with people's names, but I will remember a cute cat's name. Yeah, that's the important thing. You can just say, hey, Suzuki's dad. Ben's not a country guy, but he's heard of Beer from My Horses. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I don't know it. CL says, we'll need a stats review next week. I'll have to do that. I will definitely do that. Can I share my Google Chrome screen with you guys? Does that work? Yeah, here's the chat comment dealio. Let's see what it's showing. That's showing our views, the viewers. If I pull this down, chat rate, oh my gravy, look at that. It's gone insane. 21, 22 during that. This is per minute, basically per minute going along here. There was 20 in the minute, 16 in a minute. What we should do is everybody should do a comment. Start typing a comment, but don't hit send, okay? Everybody type a comment. We're going to hit over, let's see, what's the record so far? 22 comments in 1 minute. We're going to see if we can get at least 30 comments in 1 minute. So everybody type a comment. Get ready. I'm going to say go in a minute. When I say go, I want everybody to hit send or enter on your comment. Is everybody ready? Have you got a comment in? I'm even going to do it myself. I'm going to type a comment in so I get one too. Let's see what I can type. All right, are you guys ready? Let's all send it. 1, 2, 3, send it. All right, cool. Type your comment. We're going to see if we spike this thing. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty funny. Now let's see if I can get caught up on the chat, because we're at 564. I bet we're going to get 600 in a minute. Rob's cat Peanut needs to be a judge. Put the cats on the camera. That's a good idea. For his challenge, we should do that, yeah. Oh, I see Daniel made it into the chat. How's it going, my buddy? I'm sorry you couldn't live stream today, but it makes sense that you wouldn't with your procedure, so hope everything's going well for you on that front. Mike says, I'm on my iPad. I'm trying to save the battery on my phone. I realized I left the house without my battery pack. Oh, no. And you can't recharge anything. It's going to be real hot tonight, not being able to run the fan. Oh, no, Mikey. That stinks, man. Buddy, maybe you need to make a run to Walmart and get yourself a battery bank. Or CVS. You guys got CVS pharmacies or something like that? Jen says, I'm joining Rob's challenge to get my new channel going. You making a new channel, Jen? Ooh, spill the tea in Discord. Go into Discord and spill the tea on the new channel. I want to hear all about it. I didn't know you were doing a new channel. Wow. But you don't have to put it out here if you want to keep it private. But put it in Discord under the How to Do YouTube chat. That would be cool. Why don't we have CL in Discord? She'd be awesome to have in our Discord channel. That would be super cool. Daniel joined Discord tonight, by the way. All right, so let's take a look at the spike and see if we had a spike in comments. No, not really. It doesn't look like it. I don't know. Our plans went awry. It looks like we had a decrease in spike. Oh, wait, there it is. That looks like we had 15 in that minute. That's not bad, because we have... let me see how many viewers we have right now. We have 8 people watching, so 15 comments in 1 minute is pretty darn good. That's pretty cool. Good work, people. Good work. All right, let's go back to the chat and see what we're missing here. Is M going to go? I see you saying good night, Miss M. Good night, Miss M. I hope she said... Oh, she says she is. I am going to go. I hope that means you're going to go to the ER and not just leave for the night. Please, go take care of yourself. Let's see here. Jen, a new channel. What is it, is what Ben says. And then Daniel says, awesome, Mike. I could have done it, but I'll be back next week. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel. Very good. Amy says, I'm doing Rob's challenge. I have been on screen, but I dislike it. I understand, but it's one of those things, like I force myself to do embarrassing things because then it makes me immune to being embarrassed. And being face on camera is one of those things that once you do it, it's easier. It gets easier and easier. M says, I'll update everyone later if I do decide to. No, please decide to go. Go talk to your mom right now and say, I think I need to go. M, it's not hard. Walk in there and do it. You can do it. You got this. Everything's going to be fine. And it's better to get it taken care of early rather than late. So go do that and then drop into Discord and let us know you're going. And we're all praying for you, my dear. Mike says, nice, Jen. I need to go back and rewatch it. I was at work and didn't quite understand what we needed to do for the challenge. Maybe somebody can explain it to me in Discord. And Ben says, I want that for one of my channels too. Daniel says, I had an endoscopy and a colonoscopy this morning. Just been chilling, but a new video is uploading right now. Very good. It's uploading. It's a special one. That's awesome, Dan. I hope you didn't make a video while you were getting a colonoscopy. We don't want to see that. Well, Mike would. Mike would like to see that because he's got a thing about poop, but the rest of us don't want to see it. 500 comments is 100% value for value. It's some of the most important value for value. And look, we just hit 600. Oh, my gravy, you guys. We're at 600. Rocking. Yes, absolutely. Comments. The comments on the videos and the comments in the live stream is some of the most important value for value that you could possibly return. And it's great because it doesn't cost you anything except your precious time. Daniel, you are a hardcore YouTuber, says Jen, posting videos after those procedures. And Rev says, I'm going to head out now. I need to get up early and get to the DMV to get my license renewed. Good job, buddy. Good job, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And CL says, I love a good YouTube experiment. Yeah, Daniel says, this new video has nothing to do with my procedure, but just a video I wanted to make. Okay, that's cool. Mike's posting his pink poop emoji. Of course he is. And Ben agrees with me. Radio kind of sucks. I hate how they will cut off the ends of songs. Yeah, and they play commercials all day long, and they be playing. I don't want to hear people doing goofy talk, just your typical DJ stuff. I'd rather listen to a podcast, or I could just play music. When people ask me what kind of music I like, the actual answer is live music. I know that's not really what they mean. They mean what genre, whether it's country or rock or whatever, blues, whatever. But I really like live music. I like live human played music. That's my answer. Simon's Cat is great for funny cat cartoons. Yeah, I like Simon's Cat. That's a good cartoon. Ben says, like one time they cut off the Pink Floyd song right where it goes, how can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Stand still, Letty! So this is where I typed howdy, howdy, howdy. So this is when we were all saying the chat at the same time. And if I just real quick peek, yeah, we didn't get a massive spike out about, but that makes sense. We only got about 8 people still in the chat hanging out in the live stream tonight. Allie's back now, and she missed the she missed the simultaneous post where we all posted at once, but that's okay because she had to go to Publix to get some dinner. So that's perfect. All is forgiven for going to Publix, aka Pam calls it my church. CL never listens to the radio, she says, and Glenn's hitting us with all these cool stickers. Thank you, Glenn. That's very cool. We like seeing all those emojis and stickers. Very cool. And Ben says, send it in, Jerome. And Dana says the word comment. What is that? Why does it say Dana says the word comment? Is that something that I missed when I looked at the... We should all do a big live where we introduce our pets. That's funny. Yeah, 624 comments right now. Pretty awesome. Way to go, everybody. Allie says, your face is 600. That's funny. Ben lost his crown. That's the way it goes. Well, hey, Mike says, sorry I messed up your comment. That's funny. Our countdown. We should do a big live where we introduce our pets. I agree, Dana. That's a great idea. Let's do the Introduce Your Pet live stream challenge. And Mike says, I'll fast for you to try and catch up speed talking. That's funny. Why don't we do the producer shout-outs? That's something we could do right now, right? That would make sense. I think we ought to. Before more people have to leave, I want you all to see your own shout-out. So don't forget, I do producer shout-outs. I don't call you guys subscribers or members or supporters. You are producers. Just like in Hollywood, the way the Hollywood producers are responsible for the financing of a project, you producers are responsible for keeping me afloat with encouragement, comments, as CL pointed out, and all kinds of value for value. And you do get listed in the show notes, aka the video description, as a producer. It is a legitimate and real credit that you can use in your bio, which is valid anywhere Hollywood-style credits are recognized. For example, you could go in IMDb and create an entry for yourself and list yourself as a producer for the Winning the Week live stream, 100%, and podcast. I'm sorry my words are starting to get a little tangled. You have to bear with me. It's getting late, and I was up late last night taking someone to the airport, which you will see in this coming week's video about learning to be patient. So let's do our producer shout-outs. Your producer title entitles you to a shout-out or a plug for whatever you want. It can be your family business, your YouTube channel, a favorite charity, a new project. You can tell your mom you says, hi, it's our call. So you get to write your own note and shout-out. You can just let me know what it is in Discord. And if I don't have you guys in Discord, that's totally fine. I will write a shout-out for you, but I'd love to hear what you want me to talk about, what you want me to say. So drop into Discord and let me know what you want me to shout out for you. I do read my supporters' shout outs on my live stream every week, which is what we're going to do starting right now. Starting with our friend CL Fantasy Waves Art Studio, who is also our lone moderator in the house. Thank you. I'm sure that the chat has just been a real big handful for you to keep track of. Hey, Philip, good to see you in here, buddy, man. Good to see you made it. Awesome. So CL Fantasy Waves Art Studio, she is posting serenity and tranquility, mindfully selected music, and she is sharing kindness and joy through art and kitties. Also, don't forget she gave me the beautiful painting, which you see behind me on my bookshelf, of the green little green dragon, who's my little friend who watches me and keeps me company all the time. Speaking of kitties, Koba's Cat Tales, which is Tracy, has a channel where she has 4 beautiful cats named Koba, Sugar, Oliver, and Pepper. Tracy celebrates kindness, positivity, and we get a daily dose of kitty cuteness. Be sure to check out her series, Quotes with Kitties, at Koba's Cattails. And don't forget Life with Gen X Values, who wanted to know how is that I have time to go do all these errands during the day. Jen shows up for Gen Xers who are ready to move from survival mode to living in integrity and optimism, exploring how to maintain mental stability without blowing up the life you've already built. Check out Life with Gen X Values on YouTube. And don't forget our friend Ben in real life on YouTube, who is starting the Learn Something New Every Day movement. Watch his new series on his really fun channel. The classroom doors are always open. Also, don't forget, I do have a shop called shop.winningtheweek.org if you want to pick up a handsome coffee mug or a water bottle or something like that. Our friend Mike from Mike's Adventure Sparks is a really fun member in the Discord server. He makes exciting videos about camping, boating, fishing, the workday grind, and getting through the week in a friendly and optimistic way. I would also like to remind everybody about the Traveling Whitcombs. The generous Brandon and Ashton have gifted many memberships on YouTube here. They've given out so many memberships to the channel. They are doing a GoFundMe. I don't know if that GoFundMe is still active. I should go check and make sure, because Brandon had some health problems for a while and was out of work, and they lost their home. And I need to check in on those guys and see how they're doing. And, well, I'll save that comment for later. I was thinking of... excuse me, I am getting tired. I was thinking of something. Big D's place. Big D makes videos about starting over with a job hunt in his 60s. Flight Quest 40 is a YouTube channel that gives us Friday IFR and Wednesday VFR videos, flying a variety of general aviation aircraft in real time and all kinds of weather conditions in his home aviation simulator. Don't forget Dana the Cookie Mom on YouTube. She makes excellent baking and cooking videos and has started live streaming, and her videos make me very hungry. Glenn, a.k.a. Pearlman1, P-I-R-L Men1 on YouTube. He's got practical videos on precision shooting, archery, reloading, and practical hunting lessons in the outdoors. Do check out Glenn. His YouTube channel is called Pearlman1, P-I-R-L Man 1. Our encourager of the week and commenter of the week is Pam's Stories for Humans. A shout out for her. Pam shares her wisdom and life experiences with colorful stories and practical applications for growing and healing on YouTube. And don't forget Tyler, the outdoor Tennessean. He brings us on his father and son outdoors adventures on YouTube. That's the Outdoor Tennessean. Don't forget Lori. We love Lori. She is now posting at substack.com/@LoriSoulCircle. If you don't know, Substack is a blog, an email newsletter, and a membership platform all rolled into one. Lori is a writer, a YouTuber, a guide for soulful living, and she helps people reconnect with the part of themselves buried under roles and routines. Life's too short to sleepwalk through it, so subscribe to her Substack for clarity and soul-fueled momentum. Our good man Peter Urbanowski, who is hopefully sleeping away at 3 a.m. in the morning, is making videos on YouTube teaching how to do YouTube, and he's focusing on the editing process. He actually had me as a guest on his live stream on Monday. And just as a tip, I am expecting to be a guest with Mike the Aging Retiree, a.k.a. Otis. We're trying to work out a time to do that, possibly next Wednesday. So don't forget to watch Mike's live streams on Wednesdays, and I hopefully will be able to be his guest. Peter Urbanowski has been exercising and practicing good physical health. Congratulations, Peter, on losing 4 pounds so far out of what we know will be many more. And Jay just had to leave us a little while ago, but don't forget the resident Rev.Secutioner on YouTube. He's a custom car and motorcycle builder who turns simple projects into epic adventures. He's bringing a neglected 2008 Buell Blast motorcycle back from the dead, and he's renovating his camper called Moby Dick and sharing the whole journey on YouTube. Our dear, sweet Allie G has the YouTube channel called Fishing with Allie G, in which she tells us and shares her upbeat, optimistic fishing videos, uplifting stories, and positive energy. Don't forget, folks, if you want, you can write your own shout out. I would love to get a shout out written by you on here, but I will write them if you don't. Yvonne just joined us in Discord over there. Her channel's called Nana's Place, and her username is Nana of5 on YouTube. She shares Christian affirmations and encouraging wisdom in her engaging videos and live streams. And we were just talking about Outdoors with Daniel. The DG Outdoor channels has been renamed Outdoors with Daniel, where you'll find hunting, fishing, birding, archery, air guns, DIY, military surplus, etc. Be sure to check out the Outdoors with Daniel YouTube channel. And as I was just saying, Mike, the aging retiree, a.k.a. Otis, I plan to be on his live stream as a guest probably next Wednesday, if we can work out timing on that. But he shares his wisdom on retirement, healthy living, and recently YouTuber tips. So congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, Otis. And of course, Graciela in Melbourne, Australia, she takes us to explore awesome parts of Melbourne, focusing on interesting and upbeat aspects of life. Her channel is Graciela Gracie G. Nicole Dow and Jay, I enjoy their live streams quite frequently. They are doing off-grid woods homesteading videos in Ontario. Happy Canada Day to you. Dogs and livestock. She's doing fishing and nature adventures. That's Nicole Dow and Jay. And our good man Warren, the optimistic absurdist. The world doesn't always make sense, and maybe it's not supposed to. Warren's channel is a place to slow down, gently question gently, and make peace with the absurdity of being human. He explores life, meaning, discipline, curiosity, and calm, not by pretending to have the answers, but by learning how to live well without them. So just a reminder, and one thing I was thinking I might bring up is the Have Fun in Nature channel. I want to give them a shout out because they recently did another live stream, and I really enjoyed the heck out of it. I need to remember to add Tiffany and... Oh my gosh, my brain is going blank. You guys, it's been a long couple of days for me. Brandon? Tiffany and Brandon, I think? I'm probably wrong, and I'm going to regret it. Anyway, Have Fun in Nature's channel. The producer shout out for them. But let me know if you'd like to change anything or write new content for your shout out for next Wednesday night. You can email me. It's winningtheweek777@gmail.com. Or jump into Discord and let me know what you would like me to say for you next week. Don't forget that you can also join us in Discord. There's a link in the video description. You just hop in there and say hi to us. And remember me at tipjar.winningtheweek.org. So let's take one last pass. We are at 686 comments. I bet we're going to probably hit 700 here before I sign off. But I want to do one last pop through on the comments, the chat. That's what my brain has stopped working. My brain is shutting down. My brain is shutting down. Let's see. What did you do, Mike? Mike wrote it out in letters, one letter at a time. I love you, man. You are hilarious, buddy. I love you. I love you too, man. And Ben says it's a really good movie, I Love You, Man, but I have never seen that movie. I've never heard of that movie. And Allie agrees with me that you need to go, Em. I hope she went to the ER. We'll see. I guess we'll find out in Discord. Mike agrees with me. I didn't know that was a movie. I have to check it out. See, and M says, I got in trouble. I had popcorn, and popcorn is a no-no. Well, that'll do it. There you go. This is where Philip dropped in. How you doing, my buddy? Good to see you, my man. And Ben with the QQQ, what is everyone's favorite color? Mine is orange. Well, Ben, my favorite color is orange as well. You can see I've got an orange border around my frame here, and my presentation there, the slide deck that I put up, is full of orange. So that's my favorite color as well, orange. Let's see here. CL's favorite color is teal. That would have been an easy guess. You do a lot of work in teal, and there's a lot of teal on your channel, so that makes sense. And that is a very good color. I love. I like, as far as stones go, turquoise is one of my favorite stones, and it's that turquoise teal color. So I'm with you on the teal. We are at 691, guys. We're definitely breaking through 700. I'm just getting caught up when you guys were celebrating 600, saying you think we could aim for 650, but not 666. Right, we're going to hit 700 real soon. We're at 693. Jen's favorite color is blue. Allie's favorite color is green. Debbie Sue's favorite color is pink. And M says, I'm going to go for real this time. Philip's favorite color is blue. 694 comments. And Ben says, Debbie, my wife, is the same. Very good. Jen says, M, if you've been in pain for more than 6 hours, tell them and make sure they hear you. Ben says, we should do the Discord-like voice chat room sometime and just shoot the blank. That would be fun. Yeah, we can do that. Let's plan on jumping into the voice chat room maybe sometime tomorrow in Discord. We can all just jump in there and have a live chat, hang out together. Not to live stream it, but just to hang out and talk to each other and hang out with buddies. That would be cool. 695 comments. Pam says her favorite color is blue. All shades of beautiful blue. Well, Mrs. Winning the Week's favorite color is blue as well. She loves blue stuff. Jen says, I'm getting tired of my own voice. That's funny. Now, Jen, you say hello to Tracy. Did Tracy drop in? Did I miss it? Or are you guys just talking about when I was doing the shout-outs? Maybe you're talking about when I did the shout-outs and you saw her name. Yeah, probably. Because Jen says, meow. And then CL says, you need to add Opal to... Oh, that's right. I got to add that in there because she has a new kitty cat. Let me do that right now because I will not remember that past... now, so I'm going to go backwards in my slide deck to Cobus Cattails and put Opal, her new baby kitty, who's super, super cute. Here we go. I'm going to say she has 5 beautiful black cats. Are they? Yeah, Opal's black, right? Yeah. And I'll just put Oliver, comma, Pepper, and Opal. Boy, it's hard to type when there's a microphone blocking the keyboard, you guys. Whose idea was this? All right, just very quickly, I know you can't see what I'm doing, and there's nothing more fun than watching someone else type which you can't see, but I don't care. I would forget to do it if I didn't. So there, now I've done that. Very good. Okay, now that that's over, let's see what else I missed in the chat. Dum-da-dum. Brandon and Ashton, yes. Brandon and Ashton is the Traveling Whitcombs. Very good. Whitcombs, all the wonderful YouTube friends, says CL. Correct. Flight Quest, Dana, Glenn, Perlman, Pam, happy birthday, Tyler. That's right. Happy birthday, Tyler. It's the first day of the month. And it is the 1st of July, and you claim to be 50, but we know you're 25. So happy birthday, Tyler. That's right. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And 699 comments. Whoever gets the next comment gets to be number 700. I'm going to watch the comments here. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to watch the comment. She definitely has a soft spot for black cats. That's a fact. Your cats are all over the fur pattern rainbow. That's funny. All right, who's going to be number 700, folks? Who wants to be comment number 7? Oh, there it is. Number 700 is Allie saying happy 50th to Tyler. Very good. We did it. 700 comments when I wasn't even sure we were going to get to 200. That's crazy. Mamma mia. Yes, Amy says, awesome focused channels. Love them. And CL says, wait, that's a challenge? You'll write it if we don't? That is kind of a challenge, but I would rather have you write your own shout-out and tell me what you want me to say, because otherwise I'm mainly just going to look at your channel description and plagiarize, and you don't want me to do that. CL says Sailor is the kitty. Brian and Tiffany. Okay, so what did I say? Brandon? I was pretty close. Brian and Tiffany. And the kitty cat named Sailor. Thank you. Very good. Good call. That is have fun in nature. I need to add them to my sheet. And then Ben says, I love dragons, but then later he says that was my wife typing. That's funny. And Ben says, yes, it's a really funny movie with Jason Segel and Paul Rudd. That's the I Love You Man. That's not the video. That's not the movie where they go to Slap of the Bass, right? That's something else, I'm sure. Slap of the Bass? Yeah, it is too late. My brain is shutting down too, Amy. And Ben says that we both have similar favorites on lots of things. Yeah, a lot of things besides just the color orange, definitely. Tiffany's favorite color is green. Opal is such a cute little kitty. I agree, CL. The video of Opal just playing and jumping and trying to grab stuff. Oh, so cute. Happy 712 comments, everybody. I'm losing my voice. I can feel it going, but I am getting caught up. CL says, don't give us a goal. We're overachievers. Yeah, okay. I'm going to make the goal be that let's just stop the comments where it is now, and I'm going to have to call it a night, everybody, because I'm super tired. I was out after midnight last night. It is creeping up on 9:40 here in the Eastern Coast. So I hope everybody has a safe 4th of July. Once again, happy Canada Day, Jen, and all my other favorite Canadians. And Ben confirms, yep, the Slap of the Bass movie is the movie called, what was it called? I Love You Man. All right, very cool. Happy Canada Day. Happy 4th of July to us Americanos. Everybody have an awesome night. Thank you very much for hanging out for me. This is fantastic. 716 comments as of now, and I know you guys aren't going to let it stop. So thank you very much for your time and your patience, your value, your time, talent, and treasure. I will look forward to seeing you guys all next week. Don't forget, next Monday I'll have my video talking about patience and hopefully becoming more patient, or at least I'm exploring the fact that I'm impatient and I need to work on that. And I'm sure I'll get plenty of opportunities to learn to be patient. So, hey, pray for me on that one, you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see you later. Good night.